My name is Stevie Richards, and I'm the owner and founder of Stevie Richards Fitness. I started Stevie Richards Fitness with one simple mission statement: to help others. I know what it's like to be injured. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to be in pain each and every day of your life. I also know how to modify to overcome that pain, to overcome that discomfort, to overcome your injuries. And that's why I created the programs I did at Stevie Richards Fitness. Every single exercise has a modification. Everything can be successfully completed, no matter your age or fitness level. And that's what I infused in the 12 and 16-week resistance band training programs to pass along to you at an affordable, accessible price. Believe in yourself because I believe in you, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.
This is the Voices of Misery podcast. This show isn't for the easily offended, so PC police on patrol stand by. You've been warned. Now, let's join the nerd and nerdette with another podcast for that ass.
Welcome back to another episode of the Voices of Misery podcast. I'm sorry for not doing a solo this week, but we've been so busy spending time with each other like a nice couple should do.
Are you kidding me?
Well, we've been spending time together. Well, we've been tied at the hip the past few days.
But today. You're off today.
And tomorrow, when I go to work, I'm still going to be close to home because I'm going to be within 10 minutes away, and it's going to be so nice.
I'm excited. That's nice to have you closer to home. Like 45 minutes is a very long time, so you can actually sleep in a little bit tomorrow.
It's going
Not
to be
that you can, but
amazing. No, I can't. No, I have the ability to sleep in. I just
but your
can't.
body can't.
It's not my body. My mind. My mind will let me.
Same goddamn thing.
Yeah, well, you know, they say the mind and the body are two
thing.
separate. No, one's in control of the other. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist, goddamn.
Does it matter? The listeners know what the hell I'm trying to say.
So we have tested out the microphone before we did the podcast, and before we've
been testing it out for days.
Yeah, well, before we go any further, we do want to apologize. There was a lot of static in the beginning of the other one, and I was screwing around with it, trying to cut it out, and I was trying to cut it out. You know, Joey, what the fuck was
all
there?
last night you
Uncle
were trying
Joe?
to do it, and then this morning you were trying to do it.
What the fuck was his name?
Uncle Joey.
Okay, Uncle Joe. I was just making sure I wasn't fucking up the name. Yeah, I was screwing around with it, and I was trying to clean up things, and I was trying to do the edit and whatever the hell. I'm just trying to figure out this program, and I was talking to my producer friends, you know, and the other ventures that they do, and they were trying to give me hints. They were listening and trying to give me some feedback and how to fix it. And I think we finally figured it out. And I think it's because our mic volume was way too fucking high. So we're not coming in hot.
Which we didn't realize until
had no
literally
idea.
5 minutes ago. So hopefully that works and cuts that out.
We are not smart people when it comes to
No,
technology.
we're
Not anymore. I mean, like we sold out a long time ago and got rid of the computers, and we just went strictly Apple, strictly iPads, and they make it easy. So
coming back to a computer has been difficult. We're trying to figure it out. So, I mean, we know that the static was there. We apologize, and we're definitely gonna fix it. Hopefully we fixed it.
I mean,
now.
like me from like 6 or 7 years ago would have had this fixed in no time, but I'm just older, and I'm so far removed from it. But we're coming along, you know, and
see, and I didn't want to post it.
You didn't want to post it,
but you're like, but it was a good episode. It was funny.
It was a good, funny episode. We already got a like, and we've already got quite a few listens already for it. So
it was a messed up episode. So
it was something like we've never done together before. This kind of stuff that I do in my solo shows that we did together. We talked about interesting topics, and it was fun. I had a good time talking.
Some weird kinker shit. That
I had a really good time.
Yeah.
So we have to get warmed up for our guest tomorrow. Our guest tomorrow loves talking about shit like this. But anyway, we are not live on Twitch tonight, which is fantastic because it's nice to not have to monitor that whole thing and watch it the whole time and burn the batteries of all our other devices that we use to watch the Twitch. So we're taking a little break from that tonight. We will be back on Twitch again. We probably won't do it tomorrow either because I don't want to take away from what we're doing with our guest. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of record and put it out there like we normally do our regular shows, and then probably over the weekend, because we do have guests coming down, maybe we'll do Twitch then. So who knows? We don't even know what the hell next week's schedule is going to be as far as recording, do we?
I don't have a clue. Friday night we're free because you get out late.
Yeah, I get out late.
They come down on Friday. You get out late,
But we're not
so I
seeing
said
them.
no.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's too much. Maybe we can.
Yeah, they're coming down early Friday. Our vacation guests are coming down very
maybe
early.
we can record an episode when you get home because it will be late, and then post it during the
I don't
vacation.
get out too
sometime.
late. I mean, Friday I'm at like
You get out-
6.
Wait, what?
I'm getting out 6. I'm the boss this week, so I was fucking around with the schedule and getting
Oh,
myself
I'm
a very
sitting here
favorable...
thinking you're getting out after 8 o'clock and you won't be home until after 9.
Oh, no, I'm the main boss this time because my boss has been out the store, so I've been kind of fucking with my own schedule.
I don't fucking know what we're doing then.
I've been fucking with the schedule, kind of making things the way it works for me and to make myself happy. So you're already playing footsie, and we're not even 5 minutes in.
You moved your foot next to me. Get the fuck out of here,
Well,
man.
anyway, like we got that going, so I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll put something together Friday, post it that night. Maybe take Saturday off because we're going to be hanging out with them. Maybe take Sunday off because we're hanging out with them. And I'm thinking Monday. I see, the thing is, like, we don't know how they're going to be because they're very clingy people. And I don't want to have to, like, wake up at 6:30 in the morning and have them already, like, texting and calling, like, what are we doing now? You know, it's like, wait a second. We need a day, man. Like, you guys do something with your brood. You know, go take your brood out somewhere. Go out to breakfast. Go watch a movie together as a family. Do something. We don't want to be a part of that. The thing is, like, our kids are going to be in school next week. So we don't want to have to entertain because we have to be back at a certain time. Like, we have to get them from the bus and all that
Back
other
at
shit.
a certain time. They're literally starting school on Monday, which means me and the 2 kids have to get up at 5:30 in the morning again, which we haven't done in months. I'm going to be freaking tired. The kids are going to be tired and cranky as hell.
Our older daughter is the one that sleeps like 10 o'clock now in the freaking morning. So
Yeah.
she just started
gonna
doing
be-
that at the end of vacation.
This is next week. It's going to be a flipping nightmare.
It's going to be bad, but just a quick side note here. Man, we went school shopping today, and
Well,
shoes. Well, like this morning I woke up and I'm like, today's Wednesday. Do I really want to like go to work tomorrow and then Friday? Have to see them Saturday. When are we going to have time for shoes? So I'm like, let's do the shoe shopping today.
Yeah.
And we went to the shoe store, and man, we got some fucking nice shoes this year.
Yeah, I'm actually... The last couple of years, I haven't been very happy. Only because our older daughter has been... The last 2 or 3 years, she's really been into Converse sneakers.
Yeah.
And nothing against Converse. I actually think they're kind of cute. But every year, the first 2 weeks of school, she ends up with blisters all over the back of her heel, and then she's sitting there complaining and she needs Band-Aids, and I'm just like, why do you keep picking these type of sneakers if they freaking all they do is hurt your feet? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, she never got shoes that fit either. She always gets them like weird
Because
sized.
she doesn't. Oh God, that's a whole nother thing where she's just not honest when you're asking her a question about, do these shoes fit? And, oh yeah, they feel good, and they're like freaking 10 sizes too big.
But speaking of shoe size, we had like a 16-year-old assistant manager of the shoe store walked over to us and helped us out with the shoe sizes for the kids.
Well,
So
because
they
I
got that-
needed
yeah.
that. I don't know what it's called, but that
It's like
little
that middle
metal
thing where you put your foot, like you put your heel against the bottom of it, and then they measure
That's
it.
what I needed, because whenever we go, the last few years, I'm like kind of guessing and then just feel around for the toe and be like, okay, these are good. Mm-hmm. This year, I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. These kids keep growing. I need to know the exact thing. So Samantha, no problem. Her feet are just, she's got little baby feet.
She's got feet like me, like, you know, like long and thin feet, you know.
And then the other one, who's 9.
Flintstone feet.
She has my feet. So
Fat feet, man. She's
She's 9 years old
motherfucking feet.
and wearing women's 7.5, and I wanted to like scream. Like, I don't understand how her feet are that big.
I wonder.
already.
I really wonder if it's because the autism.
No, see, you keep thinking that. That's not it. She's just
That she's growing
she's
different.
built like me.
I don't know. It's just weird because she's 9. Like, I never would have thought a 9-year-old would have like women's shoes already. It's just it's nuts because like her feet are bigger than most adults that I know.
I know.
Which is insane.
And I've been saying for a while, because like she'll be sitting on the couch or whatever, and like you see her feet, and I'm like, her feet are fucking massive. Like, what?
I never-
She's not that tall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. So we went and got new shoes, and holy fuck.
The guy said he was like 7
No, he
for
said
women or something. But he definitely said she's in the women's.
Yeah, he's like, you need to get her out of the kids section. You need to go over to the women's. And I'm like, okay.
So we went over there and we found her a very nice pair of what are they? Skechers.
Hers are Skechers.
They were nice, man. Like if I was a chick, I would definitely wear those because they had like nice colors.
And they're perfect because Skechers is now, well, they have been for a while, but women's Skechers are now slip-on. Mm-hmm. You don't need a tie, which is good for her. There's no stupid Velcro. They're not fluorescent anymore.
Why don't they make them all like that? Why don't they make all shoes? I don't like tying my shoes.
But for her, it's so all she's got to do is slip them on.
Yeah.
And off she can go. And they won't like get loose or like, she's got to worry about someone tying them during the school day. Like it's just, they're perfect. So I'm actually happy that she's in women's sizes because it was a lot easier.
Well, don't forget
her
too,
to get
like
her shoes.
Learning how to tie your shoes is like a lost art now. Do you really?
You don't need
to know?
to.
You don't need to because I would love.
You don't need to anymore.
A pair of men's shoes like that, we could just slip them on. Would be pretty damn cool. I like that. I think it's great.
They gotta make them.
I've never seen them. I mean, like
Maybe
I've
not
seen.
Nice.
I had dress shoes like that where I could just slip them on without the
they make like
laces
men's
or whatever.
like men's Keds or whatever that you can just slip into them.
But like I want a pair of like Reebok or something, or like I'm not really a Nike
good luck
guy.
With that.
I don't really like Nikes, even though the pair that I won at work are Nikes, and the pair that I had before were Nikes. But I'm not a Nike person, not for political reasons or anything. I just don't really care for them because they get disgusting and they put the air bubbles and they pop. And I just don't like them.
I've been a Skechers person for years now, but they're getting away from like the sneaker shape.
Yeah.
I don't like how they are. I don't like the slip-on. I don't like that. I like it coming up. I don't like high tops, but I like the shoe coming up to my ankle. I want like a sneaker looking thing. They do not make them anymore. The last pair I had was when we left them up north, and they were black and white, and I wore them every day. I love them so much. But down here, like they don't. And I looked online. They don't sell the kind I like.
I bought you a pair of nice shoes before. You never wear them.
I mean, they're
you don't
nice.
Like them. You don't like them, though.
It's just, but they're not like sneakers.
Those
are like low ankle, and I don't like that.
See, I don't know what to tell you then.
And well, they just stopped making them. And then Samantha picked out Vans today, and I'm so happy that she picked them up because they're
it's
really
like a little
cute.
skater girl.
They're so damn cute. Like she went from Converse to Vans. Like what is happening?
I don't know. Well, she saw them immediately, and she liked them, so she was really quick and easy. And Jenna was quick and easy, so I'm very happy how today turned out because, oh my God, let me tell you this. All right, so you broke the cardinal rule. We went shopping. You left my side. So what happened was we're all in line, and Jenna was being very like obnoxious in the store.
Well, not obnoxious. She was being loud.
She
was overwhelmed, so I took her outside.
I was overwhelmed because I've been kind of worn out the past week of like lack of sleep because I don't sleep very good. So I was really tired, and she was being very loud. I'm like, Jenna, listen, I'll get you a toy if you're good. And we have this thing where if you be good, you can get one small toy.
Right.
And normally she'll take that. She'll ask like once or twice, and then it's over because she knows she's going to get it, and she knows how to be good.
Right.
She kept asking it repeatedly, and I'm like losing. I'm like, okay, please stop. You're getting on my nerves. Yeah. And we're in line, and for some reason, when you go to a shoe store, it's like this whole big song and dance production. There's someone in front of us, and like the lady had to talk and shit, and I recognize this customer service representative because the last time we got shoes, we got them in Coastal Grand Mall at one of the shoe stores, and she was the cashier there. And I remember her. Actually, it wasn't us. It was when I got shoes. The guy at work was doing a shoe. He was getting shoes, and I got shoes for half off because of it, or some shit.
That's
like
my
that.
Stepmother. Just keep going.
Whatever.
Hopefully there's no stupid static or anything, because no one could shut the hell up.
While we're doing a podcast. Well, anyway, she wouldn't shut up, and she was asking me questions when I was getting shoes with the guy from work a long time ago. And I recognize her face because I recognize people that give extraordinary customer service and won't shut up. So anyway, I'm sitting there. What do we have? Some breaking news or some shit? Is that what's going on here?
No, listen.
Oh boy.
She writes they were in New York for a week, so she's writing long ass paragraphs, and she's still going. She is still going.
Oh,
so
goodness.
I'm putting it on the carpet, and hopefully no one can hear it.
So anyway, we
God,
were in line, And you broke the cardinal rule. You walked away because you took Jen outside. She was being very loud and obnoxious.
But that's the best thing to do.
Yeah,
To get out of the store.
it is, but it's the worst thing to do as well because I was left with this chatty cashier.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the group ahead of us left. There was like 6 of them. And then it was just me and Samantha. And we go up to the register. Hey, how you guys doing? And of course, the woman looks at the kid. And I'm like, yes, thank you. She'll talk to Samantha and I'll be okay. I'm sitting there pretending to do something on my phone. And, hey, did you guys find everything okay? I'm dead silent. Samantha's like, yeah, I like my shoes. And so, you ready for school? Yeah, I'm ready for school, blah, blah. I'm like, this is fucking great. It's going good so far. And then the lady, says something that I should have, responded to, but I didn't. And I kind of looked at her and I just didn't say anything. And I went back to my phone. And then everything that was, supposed to be geared towards me, she was asking Samantha.
Oh, my God.
So, do you want this in a bag?
And Samantha goes, yes.
No, Samantha goes, no, I can carry it. She's like, you're going to carry both? They're kind of heavy. And then I'm like, fuck it. And I put the card in. And then she's looking at Samantha. She goes, she's going to do debit or credit. And
Oh, my God.
And I hit the button. And she asked if we had a rewards card. I didn't say anything. Because she kept talking about, dumb shit. And Samantha goes, I don't know.
Oh, my God, dude.
So I pressed the buttons on there and the receipt printed out. And she's like, oh, here's your receipt. And she handed me the receipt. And she had, this confused look on her face.
I guess this is what we should have done.
I should have took Jenna out to the car or something.
You should have left. And then I would have just been in there with the 2 kids.
And then, anyway, Samantha grabs the boxes and puts her phone on top. And I'm like, and I just took the boxes from her and we just left the store. And it was the most awkward, interaction ever.
Oh, my God.
Because I just didn't want to talk to this person. I mean, she's so chatty and just, listen, all I want to do is pay for these items and get out.
The funny thing is...
Get out.
You guys come out, we pile into the car, and Samantha looks at me and she goes, man, that woman talked a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So
and I'm like, oh,
and she
boy.
never shuts up.
And I'm like, coming from you?
Yeah,
because she always talks.
She's a lover.
So.
She's a lover and a talker, man. She loves to love and hug and shit and talk.
I'm so glad that I wasn't in there, but that's...
Oh, my God, that lady was fucking obnoxious. And she's like, do you want to donate $1 to kids? And, of course, every time I have to get asked to donate $1 to kids or animals, I always say yes.
So you had cash on you to do that?
No, it was.
Or they took
they took off the credit card because the shoes were $80 for 2 pairs of shoes. Not bad at all for new shoes. They got very, very nice shoes, very good looking shoes, name brands. Because you can't. That's the most important part of a kid's wardrobe is the shoes. When you go to school, you have to have nice shoes. They can't be some Walmart shoes. And I did ask you before we left the house today. I was like, we're going to go to Walmart, and you're like, yeah, it's cheaper there. And I'm like, no, you can't let them go to school in Walmart shoes, man. Because kids will know. They'll smell that shit out. And what are those?
I don't know.
But anyway.
I mean, when I went to school, I got Kmart shoes.
See, so. I didn't. That was the one thing my parents didn't let me go to school with shitty shoes.
Well, man, it was Kmart. And kids in school would be like, blue light special.
Oh, exactly. That's why.
They called you out immediately because they knew. I had the stupid...
I never had a pair of Air Jordans, but I always had Nikes or whatever. They're like Reebok or something.
I had the Route 66 jeans, which I loved, but they were Kmart jeans. It was a Kmart brand. And then I had the Kmart freaking shoes, and oh my God. It was either Kmart or Caldor. Remember Caldor?
I remember Caldor, yeah. My dad used to live near one, and I used to love Caldor.
Yeah.
That was like the original Walmart before Walmart stomped them out and got rid of them.
They had a discount bin with cassette tapes when I was a kid. And for 50 cents, I'll never forget it, I bought the Eddie and the Cruisers soundtrack, and I was so freaking happy, man. I couldn't believe that it was in the discount bin, and I got that immediately. Eddie and the fucking Cruisers. Oh.
So let me ask you this, because this is a question that popped up when you were saying what you were saying about, Caldors and the clothes and Route 66. When does that change in life where it doesn't matter what you have anymore? Because if we go to Walmart and someone's wearing a pair of Walmart jeans or shoes, we don't care.
You're an adult.
We just don't care.
It's kids that care.
Yeah, kids don't care what adults are wearing, but they care what other kids are wearing. So when does that balance shift?
I don't know.
Because when I was a kid, if someone's dad walked up wearing a pair of Walmart pants and Walmart shoes, I wouldn't care. But if the kid wore them, I'd be like, oh, you're wearing Walmart shit. It's just... why do we care what our peers are wearing, but not what our superiors are wearing? Like the people in control, like the parents, the teachers, and shit like that. Because if a kid wore a suit and tie to school, they'd be a dork, right? But if a teacher wears a suit and tie, oh, it's just our teacher. So why is it acceptable for one but not the other? Like, what is it about kids that like they have to hold each other to a certain standard and things like that? Don't you think that's strange? Did you ever think of it that way?
No, but you know what? I would love if they did school uniforms.
Yeah,
I really would.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Except for as long as it's
I'd pay
something
extra for that.
Decent. As long as the girls don't have to wear skirts. Like I don't like that. Like
Skirts with
can
the
they
long
wear
socks,
pants or shorts or
The
something?
Britney Spears "Baby One More Time" outfit.
Yeah, no,
thing. Yeah, no.
But
I
like
understand.
school uniforms, even if they're ugly, would stop it all.
No.
It would stop everything, you know, and it wouldn't matter because
If
the
we
uniforms.
went, let's just say that we went to Walmart right now in the exact clothes that we're wearing. You're wearing your black and pink polka dot robe. I'm wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants.
But we wouldn't get made fun of because it's Walmart.
We wouldn't get
People
me fun
expect
because we're adults. And like, what is it though? Like seriously, like I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. What is it? It's because you're an adult and it's like I don't give a fuck about nothing but myself. Because you don't see
kids
like other
feel
adults.
I don't know. Kids are immature. That's why.
Like, you don't
Kids
see
are immature
adults,
and they
though.
have to make fun of each other. Adults, for the most part, aren't like that.
Because you don't see adults like pointing out other adults like, oh, look at it. Oh, he's
Because
a
for the
nerd. He's
most
wearing
part,
this.
people have matured.
Yeah.
You know, not all of them, but for the majority of people, when they get adulthood, they have matured enough where they're not like that. That's
Because
all
you
it
do
is.
have your certain tribes. Like if you go to New York City and someone's wearing what the hell's it like North Face gear or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know anything about style. I was never a stylish person. I was always a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. My whole life, going to school, that was just my thing. Mm-hmm. I remember North Pole was like a jacket where it was like almost like the
Thick
same,
like a marshmallow man.
Yeah, it was like a starter
had,
jacket, but North Pole. But I always thought North Face was the cheap knockoff. But then you see more people wearing North Face than North Pole.
I had a North Face one, and it was blue, and it was given to me, and I hated it.
I always thought that was like the cheap
that
brand.
was never in my life was that my type of style, and like I felt like when it's big and puffy like that, I feel like I can't move. I don't like stuff like I like big baggy clothes. I've always been that way.
So was that
something like that.
Was that the knockoff brand or was that the real brand, North Face?
I don't know. It's just it wasn't my style. I freaking know that. I don't know if it was a knockoff or what. It was given as a Christmas gift, and I hated it. Probably wore it twice, and it sat in my closet. I just didn't like it.
See, I never had North Pole, North Face. I never had anything like that. I don't think I never really had a jacket growing up. I never had a coat really. I would always wear like a thick sweater. Whatever the thickest sweater I had was, that would be the thing I would wear out mostly. Or I'd even have like a thin sweater with like another thin sweater underneath. I never really had a coat until I became like 19, 20 years old, and I went and bought that leather coat that I liked a lot.
Yeah, like when I moved out and got my first place and had a job, whatever, I didn't have a coat. I bought those pullover fleeces.
Yeah.
You know, with the half zip.
I had that for a lot.
And
yeah,
I had a really nice dark green and blue one, and I loved it. And I was warm as shit in that fleece.
Yep.
But I mean,
It's
I
weird.
don't know. I was never like really a coat person, but sitting at a bus stop changes you. So I needed one for the morning, but I don't know.
It's so weird, like the restrictions we put on ourselves when we're younger, because now I like coats, but I don't really own a coat because I drive everywhere. So
I miss your leather coat. You used to wear a leather coat.
I was just mentioning it. I love that leather coat. I fucking love that
really
thing. It was a
nice.
Tommy Hilfiger leather coat, and I remember wearing it and thinking I was so cool when I first got it. It was so nice.
And the inside started ripping and stuff.
Yeah, the inside was ripping. Everything was ripping on it. It got old. I mean, it was an old. I had it when I was like 19, 20 years old, and I came here with it, and I was like 20. It was like 6, 7 years old. It was just old as fuck, and it started falling apart. But when I was a kid, I hated coats. But like as you get older, you start appreciating them. And why didn't we wear coats? Like they kept us warm. So we suffered as kids because we were like style conscious first, you know. And maybe that's why kids are always sick. It was just dumb. Like, and wearing an umbrella. I remember not using an umbrella when it rained. We would just have like a hat and just come home soaked. It's like, why didn't you use your umbrella? Because it's not cool, you know? And as an adult, it's like, give me a fucking umbrella.
When I was a kid, I never used an umbrella either. But Samantha, has been asking for the last couple of years that she get an umbrella. She wants an umbrella.
We
got one this year.
Yeah, they both got one.
They ended up being next to the book bags,
Yep.
and they had matching. They had matching sets, which was weird and cool. So. the kids both wanted one, so I'm like, okay.
The cool thing about her is I don't think she gives a shit about style.
I don't think she does either.
Which is awesome. I wish
really
I was more like her when I was a kid. She's in art, not sports.
But the thing is, she's going into 6th grade. When she goes into 7th grade, it's going to start being a different story because that's going to be middle school.
Yeah, because it's
this
like,
year,
why do you have an umbrella? It's like, dude, it keeps me dry, you fucking moron. like seriously, look at you. You look like a wet dog, motherfucker. My shit looks good because I kept myself dry. You know, like maybe I'll give her some lines.
You're sitting here all day and soaking wet clothes.
You're sitting here looking like you're wearing a wet fucking diaper all day long. You know? It
drives me nuts that Jenna is like, she doesn't pay attention when we're walking to the bus or whatever, and she'll just walk through puddles, and it drives me insane because we're going to the bus stop.
Put that on Do Not Disturb.
The phone is on Do Not Disturb. How do I do that with my freaking iPad?
It's same way, swipe down. Miss Popularity over here. Miss Popularity.
Dude, I'm not answering her. She's being annoying.
She's a dumbass bitch.
What was I saying?
Oh, so Jenna's going through puddles and shit.
Yeah, she goes through puddles on the way to the damn bus. And then I feel horrible because I know damn well that she's going to school with soaking wet feet. And I'm like, oh my God.
She just doesn't get it, but not no shoes. Those are nice shoes.
Well, I know. How do I put this on Do Not Disturb?
Just swipe down from the right corner.
Okay. See, this is how stupid I am. Okay, thank you.
I know Apple devices.
I'll still get the text or whatever, right? It's just not gonna
you'll see this won't ding or anything. So
yeah, because she will seriously just keep going until I answer, just on and on and on.
No more interruptions. No more dings for you, motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
No more dings for that ass.
I didn't expect her to be texting. She's supposed to be out partying somewhere.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's why they're texting it, because they got to rub it in. Because in their minds, they think they're rubbing it in, like we give a fuck what they're doing.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we're out here drinking at a bar. Well, yeah, we're paying a lot less, and we're drinking.
You know what I wish? I wish we had like because we do talk a lot of shit. Yeah, a lot of people probably don't believe what we say.
It's all true,
I wish we had like a hidden camera and we could just put like little stupid videos, like tiny 30-second videos up or something. God. That's crap that I deal with.
Yeah, the thing is, like, everything that we say on the show, and we've said it 100 times ad nauseum, but for the new people who are coming in from our new sponsors and shit like that, hello, first off, how are you doing? How is your day? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you like our show. But anyway, everything that we're saying is 100% true. Like, we don't sugarcoat a goddamn thing. People that I've been talking to recently in Facebook Messenger, and Twitter Messenger, and text messages that I've been meeting over the way here, all the new connections we're making with the podcast. This is who we are, man. I mean, like I told my superiors at work when they approved me for the new position I got, the management position. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to be a kiss ass. I'm not going to be a shill. The person you've always known is the person you're going to see. I'm not going to change. And they were like, cool, you got the job.
Because the thing is, when you think about it,
that's who we are, man.
If you change your personality just because you're doing a podcast or whatever, right? That's depending on how long you do that podcast for. That's a long time to keep that charade up. Yeah. And then if you lie about something, like you forget, and then you don't realize what you said before or whatever. So like, why bother doing it? Just be yourself and just talk. Like we're literally saying like life stories are stupid. We have stupid fucking families. Like that's why we're both so screwed up.
The thing is, like, be yourself, because like after a while, if like let's just say hypothetically, right? Like the stories we're telling in here are all false. Right. And we turn off the mic and we're millionaires, we got like fucking big ass cars out front, and we're just pretending we're just regular blue collar people. Eventually, like, your real life and your fake life are gonna like get conflicted in your head, you know what I mean? Like
it's just stupid.
You're just not gonna know who the hell you are. And, like, everything's gonna get blended. The fiction and the reality is gonna get blended, and before you know it, you start believing your own bullshit, your own lies, and then you don't know who the hell you really are,
When we started doing this, we started because the way we talk to each other, people find for some reason funny.
I think it's hilarious.
I think people think that we're joking, but like this shit's not a joke. Like, you say some fucked up shit, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. And like, I'm literally telling you, shut the hell up. And people sit there and laugh, and I'm just like,
didn't you threaten to murder me once today? You threatened to kill me or something.
Did I? I don't even know, but like, that's our conversation.
When we were cooking the steaks and like there was like a knife out or some shit, you said you're gonna put it through me or something like that.
I don't think it was.
You said something screwed up.
I did say something screwed up today, but I don't think it was that.
Those steaks came out phenomenal. Juicy as fuck, man. God damn, those steaks were juicy.
I can't remember what I said. Now you got me thinking.
You said something about killing me. I think it was a couple of times that you said you're going to murder me today.
But that's how we are.
You said you were going to Hillary Clinton my ass today.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I love how that whole Clinton Foundation thing, the murdering of each other, or other people, and suiciding people, or Clintonizing, whatever you want to call it, is like mainstream now. I freaking love it.
I don't think it is as of right now. I thought there was a shooting.
All over Twitter. Oh, well, the conspiracy...
I thought there was stuff going on.
The conspiracy horsemen, I'm going to give them a little plug here, because I did hear this from them. They mentioned in one of their episodes not too long ago, they said that, like, oh, well, the Clintons are going to kill somebody, and when it happens, you're going to see school shootings and shit like that, because they use that.
And it happened today.
Yeah, because what they do is, if something happens, other shit happens immediately afterwards.
Yeah, to cover it up, so people stop talking about it.
Bury that story. So, you know what? I'm not really on board with conspiracies, man, but they might be onto something. They might be onto these crackpots, maybe onto something. Fucking, man, these motherfuckers, they may be onto something with this, so... Shout out to the conspiracy horsemen. Yeah, man.
It happened.
Like, you know
there
what?
You go.
You know what'd be funny is that the conspiracy horsemen were doing an episode and they were like, all right, we got to stop. And they pulled off their fucking faces and they were all Clintons underneath.
Oh
we did it. We did it. And that would be the biggest conspiracy of all, wouldn't it? We killed everybody. Yalla. Whatever the fuck. That's awesome.
Oh, my Lord.
So what the hell? Where the hell are we going before we went down this little detour? Oh, we're talking about us and how we're real people and how this is how we are.
Yeah, and before that was winter coats. So I don't know how we went from winter coats.
Threatening to murder me.
Shut up.
You threatened murder.
Seriously.
God damn it.
If I wanted to murder you, you'd be dead.
So listen to this.
You just see, I say something like that, you're like, and here we go.
So listen to this. I was going to ask you this question. And it popped in my head earlier because we were looking at comments earlier and ratings and shit like that. Why the hell is our audience probably about 90% female? We have a huge female audience. Why is that? Is it because of you?
No.
I mean, like, they can't see how gorgeous I am. So, like,
for fuck's sakes, people!
No, but like, seriously,
I can't
what is
even.
It? And I'm asking you because you're a woman, obviously.
Am I? Are you sure? You never know.
Well, what do you identify as?
A flower. Today, I'm a flower.
Well, I'm about to pluck your petals later.
Jesus Christ! I can't. Nothing I say is going to work.
He, him.
Oh, for fucking hell, man! So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not telling you it's your fucking voice because it's fucking irritating as shit to me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that because like ever since I started the thing before you joined the show.
Maybe because we're more honest. And,
you think so? We talk about kids.
I mean,
yeah. Here's a beer. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about family life and kids and stuff that pisses off. Like we do go on rants. Women rant.
Do more women listen to podcasts than men, you think?
Maybe. I don't know. You're the one that got me into podcasting. Because
I was listening to a lot of wrestling ones at the time. I was still into wrestling, so.
And I'm just
a couple of years ago. This is like 4 years ago. I was starting to listen to podcasts. Yeah.
To a lot of podcasts, and I was getting so aggravated because you would have them on in the car, and I'm like, can't we just listen to the fucking radio? Mm-hmm. I'm sick of hearing these podcasts, and you're like, well, if you search, you can search anything and find a podcast that you might like, you know? And it took a while, but I ended up finding, I think it was Coffee Combos was the first one that I
finally found one.
Landed on. And it was just because I randomly typed in Teen Mom or whatever, and that one popped up. So I was like, oh shit. And then, you know, I started listening to all sorts of different ones, but I don't know. Why, how did we get there?
Well, I was just wondering because, like, we have a lot, and if you look at our comments, we got over 240 now.
Oh, well, yeah. No, 242 we're at.
And I would say out of those 242, maybe 200 of them are female, which is strange to me. I think so, man.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's a huge, huge amount.
I think, you know what? I think a lot of it has to do with women are more likely to leave a review.
Okay.
Whether
That
you
makes
make
sense.
them happy
That
or
makes
you
sense
piss
there.
them off, they're gonna let you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Plenty of
Men
yeah.
don't care. Men might like the podcast, but they don't give a shit. Why are they gonna?
Well, maybe because a lot of the podcasts don't have a woman on there regularly too, and that since you're on this one regularly, maybe they feel like they can connect with what you're saying. Maybe they have an asshole spouse like me in their life that they hate.
Well, we get a lot of comments that say, "Thank God I'm not the only fucked up person in the world."
Yeah.
So
we just got one the other day on Twitter.
I mean,
a private DM.
Yeah, and a lot of iTunes comments say the same thing. So I think we think we're few and far between, but we're not.
Maybe we think we're more.
Because the thing is, nowadays it's very hard to voice your opinion. It's very hard to speak out because everyone takes offense to everything. And we're not sitting here trying to offend anybody. It's just we're just giving our honest opinion on whatever the subject is. It's just being honest. But you can't really be honest out in the freaking world without freaking getting your face punched in.
Not anymore. Try to be honest while wearing a MAGA hat. Just imagine that. Imagine having a Make America Great Again hat. These people will like...
You can't.
It's like they see red and they're like bulls at a fucking bullfighting tournament or like bull riding, whatever the hell they call it. Where like they put the guy with like the El Matador and they got the fucking red cape and they're flagging it and the thing gets pissed off and it comes at him. The bull charges him. That's what that hat does to the other side. That you have that hat on and people see that shit and they want to kill you. It's like I've never seen the world in such disarray like this. It's nuts.
I don't remember ever being like this, no matter what president. For some reason, this guy went in there. And like everybody is separated. Everyone's pissed off at someone, and every single group is pissed off at another group, and it's annoying. And I'm sick of hearing it.
Other, man.
It's just like get over it.
So bad.
Why can't you just get along? Why can't someone have an opinion about something without you getting pissed off?
People don't respect each other's opinions, and like all these like snowflakes came out of nowhere.
About anything, you can have an opinion about anything, and I would just be like, okay, well that's weird. That I don't feel that way, but like I'm not gonna sit there and freaking be like, no, that's not fucking right.
A couple podcasts ago, we played the guy who was like James Jackson.
That was
him.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, he's like him. Now, like, where was he at a couple of years ago? He just didn't sprout out of nowhere. Like, was he always like that, or did he just become that because he's a product of what he sees on TV and what he hears on the radio and things like that?
I don't know.
Because like I just can't see myself personally, or these kids, or you, or anybody that I know in like our little inner circle of like us, you know, going down that route where like you're so overly hypersensitive over everything.
There was a few months ago, and I know that we talked about it on the podcast because I was extremely pissed off that we had tucked Samantha into bed, and she said something
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I identify as something, and I'm like, fucking stop, right? Like right now, stop it.
Put a stop to that bullshit. No.
Because at the time, I think she was 10, and I'm just like, you don't even know what that means. And I, of course, jumped to the conclusion that the fucking teachers are teaching them, but it wasn't. It was
a friend at school, and their parents are idiots.
And I'm just like, don't even worry about that. Like, worry about that when you're an adult. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
you're not an adult. You don't understand. You don't understand. Like, you don't even know your own personality yet. You don't know who the hell you're gonna be.
No, you keep changing.
Wait until you're like 25. Because that's when they say the brain is fully formed and you can have rational thoughts.
The brain?
Well, they say a lot of like the smart people that I listen to, they say the frontal cortex or whatever is fully formed by the time you're 25. So when you're 25, you can actually make rational thoughts, and that's the person you're going to be for the rest of your life.
I'm just saying, and she thought it was funny. Like, it was a joking thing to her because kids in school were talking about it. It was just like, you're little kids. Like, I don't understand. But it's because it's all over the news, and this is what they're learning. And I
get it. Why like that came out of her mouth. I understand why. It's just like I don't want to hear it. And the thing is, like, we're not the kind of parents where if she's 23 or 24 and says she wants to transition, we'd be fine with that. We would help. For God's sakes, yeah. We would help pay for it. No big deal.
Yeah.
But at 11 years old, if you're saying shit like that, and we have people out there in the world that are giving like 3-year-olds hormones to transition them because they.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Yes,
at 3 years old.
Yes, there's things out there you can go ahead and look it up. You got your computer in front of you. But like they're giving their kids hormones and acquiescing to them And there was Charlize Theron. I think she was the actress. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she was the one who said that her kid identifies with being a girl, and the kid was like barely even like 2 or 3 or some shit like that. So she was gonna start the process and letting them pick what they want to be, their gender.
They don't even know how to talk.
They don't know how to talk. They don't even know math. I mean, if you don't know what 3 times 3 is, you don't know what your gender is. I'm sorry. There's just no way. You just don't identify as anything. So this is my question to you with this whole gender thing.
How do we get on this sticky subject? This is a sticky subject that we're in.
It's not sticky. It's not. It makes perfect sense. So let's say if these 3-year-olds that they're helping transition.
Why does it have to be a toddler? Toddlers can't talk like that. You can't know.
Because these people are celebrities and they're just trying to utilize the movement of society now and say,
so okay,
I'm cool with this.
They're celebrities, so they want to help the cause or whatever.
They want to help themselves by helping the cause.
Your child then turns 10 and
wait a second, why the fuck do I have tits?
Yeah, like
and a dick, exactly.
No.
So, yeah, and that's where I was going with this. Like, let's say you transition your 3-year-old and like 10 years later.
I'm sorry, that's too young.
It's like, dude, what the hell? Why'd you do that to me? I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Well, you said you like Barbies.
I'm not gonna say.
Yes, some of them understand, but yeah.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say for sure a toddler. I'm sorry, that's too fucking young. But when it gets to teenage years where you're starting to actually develop and go through puberty and shit like that, stuff is happening, you kind of have a notion of where you're going, where you're leaning, what side you're leaning on, or whatever. And if you do it then, okay. I just don't understand. A 3-year-old? Really? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The 3-year-old barely has a personality. You're potty training. How the fuck does it know that it wants to be the opposite sex or whatever No.
Yeah. It was Charlize Theron.
No.
She said, so her kid was 7 years old.
Okay, you said 3.
No, the kid was... Well, that's why I wanted to look it up, because I mean...
Okay, well,
it doesn't matter.
That's a tiny bit different.
There are younger than her. It wasn't the actress that had the 3-year-old. There's other people out there that have kids as young as 3. They're given hormones.
Okay, well, then they need to be put in jail, because I'm sorry.
But 7? Still 7? 7?
No, 7's still young.
7? Really?
7's still young, but... I mean, maybe teenage years is too late.
But even
because of puberty, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't even think teenagers is too late, because when you're a teenager, your hormones are kicking in. You also have other people. Well,
we have a 9 and 11-year-old in here who are heading that way. Mm-hmm. So a 7-year-old. I'm sorry, there is something in my throat, but so maybe it's I don't know, because it seems to me it's happening a lot earlier than when we were kids.
Yeah.
We have literally a 9 and 11-year-old, and I'm like, fucking slow down. Like, what the hell is happening? Because I know I was, like, well into my teenage years before I had to worry about any of this shit. So, I don't know. I don't know. But the 3-year-old's absolutely not. Sorry, I'm not. Nope. So, who's to say that a baby is born and they have,
they have
a girl. And they're
4 years old, they transition this boy into a girl at 4.
Okay, so I'm just saying, example, a woman gives birth, right, and it's a girl, but they really wanted a boy, and they start giving it hormones. Like, what the fuck? No. When is the cutoff line? When do you stop?
When do we
stuff like that?
And I'm going to use this phrase very lightly.
Did Angelina Jolie do it with her kid?
I don't know. Know. The Shiloh one looks like Brad and has the same haircut and everything. It looks like a little boy.
She dresses like a boy and all that stuff.
I probably, because they're the most left liberal people out there. But I'm
just saying, I don't think she did. Like, she's letting this child grow up
just
and
let them do
experiment
their own thing.
And do.
Don't steer them one way because you want to prove that, hey, I'm tolerant.
Like, I don't think she did any of that. I think she's just letting Shiloh be Shiloh. Dress how you want to dress. Like, do your hair the way you want to do your hair.
When you're a teenager, you don't know what the hell you're doing. When you're younger than that, you don't know what the hell you're doing.
The problem with that is they also have money and go to private school or can be homeschooled or whatever. So people that are like us that have kids in public school, that's difficult. So
the perfect example.
3-year-old, no.
The perfect example of doing it the right way is Cher. Cher's son Chaz was born a woman and was a woman for many years into well into the 20s, and then transitioned and after that 20s, maybe I don't even know how old Chaz Bono is, but it was well after adulthood where she became a he or whatever. I don't know the right terminology. It doesn't really keep me up at night. But anyway, she became a he, and he went through all the hormone shit and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. To me, that's fine, because like you lived your life, you know what you really are, and that's fine with me. It's when you dictate, and like I said, I use this term lightly because I don't believe in God, but I don't disbelieve in God. I'm an agnostic. I don't disbelieve. I just need proof. You know, I just want to preface that before I say what I'm going to say. People are taking that role of God in their hands when they're saying, okay, I'm going to make you what I want to make you. You know, let things just play out the way they're going to play out. Like, why do you have to play a role in anything? Don't jump to conclusions because your daughter plays with a G.I. Joe or your son plays with a Barbie. Maybe they just grabbed the damn thing and just had fun with it, you know? And, like, that's what a lot of these people are jumping to conclusions with. Oh, my son likes the color pink, and he played with a Barbie doll, or he wanted a female wrestling figure at the store instead of a male. He must be transitioning, you know? These people are jumping on this bandwagon and shit.
I don't know. I
they're
just say
going
wait
so
until
far.
they're
Yeah,
old
let
enough
them
to
just
make a
do it.
decision. Like, I'm sorry, but...
He wants to be a princess for Halloween.
might
He
be
must be gay or transgender. No.
But there are kids that do that.
They do.
Dress up for like princesses for Halloween or whatever, and
Doesn't mean they're gay
and
or
that's fine.
trans.
But like, just let them make their own decision. They're not old enough to make that decision.
Yeah,
Why are
let
we
them
the
grow
fuck
up.
are we
Let them
on this
grow-
damn
just let them-
subject?
I'm just saying, let them grow up.
This is like this. No,
No, well, we're just saying as parents who have kids,
I don't like the
other
fact
parents.
that they're doing it when they're
Yeah.
way too young. I
don't
don't
jump
like
to
that.
conclusions. Let them grow up. Let them grow up. Let them make that choice. Don't you fucking jump in and make them, you know, whatever you want them to be. That was a pretty good topic, I thought.
Really?
And
this is a
well, the
touchy
thing is-
subjects I don't
well,
like to talk about, and you
well-
always suck me in.
I'm about to suck you in tonight too.
Oh my god, here
Well,
we
the thing
fucking
is-
go.
listen.
I can't say shit.
Listen, the thing is like, we're not saying anything controversial. We're not saying anything horrible. We're just stating our thoughts, and our thoughts are very valid, just like people on the other sides are
Dude,
very
we don't
valid.
have to say that anymore because we now have an intro that says PC Police Be Warned or whatever the
I'm
hell.
I'm just saying, like, we don't speak from a place of fact. We just speak from a place
PG
of opinion.
What the fuck does it say?
PC Police
PC
on
Police.
standby. Bitch, listen to it again. What?
Dude,
Well-
I just get called a bitch for like no reason.
You're a bitch.
Oh
You're
god.
a bitch, girl. All right, so and you're going too far.
That's a good song.
No, it don't matter anyway. But yeah, like we're just a bunch of idiots having beers and talking on the friggin' microphone that'll probably give us static later. So anyway,
Oh my
we
God,
can get
if
off
it
this.
does, I'm gonna flip the
We
fuck
can
out.
we can get off this topic. But yeah, like we're not saying anything that's really like hitting people in the hearts. You know, you can call us whatever you want to call us, but we never say anything bad. But the thing about talking on a podcast, people can cut this podcast up, but we've gone about 45 minutes. Pick the parts that they want, and make it sound like we said something that we didn't say, and that goes into the whole deep fake conversation that we already had. We'll save that for another day.
Okay.
Speaking of days,
What?
today was fucking boring as shit. We had a shitty day, man. We woke up and it was just like we went to go shoe shopping. We came home and it was just like, oh, you gonna tell everybody what you had today for lunch?
I finally had Chipotle,
Wow, that was.
but
really
I'm not
blunt.
fulfilled anymore.
What a piece of shit she is, man. Piece of fucking garbage.
I'm sorry. I love Chipotle, and it was so fucking good. It was so freaking good. Oh man, it was delicious.
So we're driving back. We're driving down 17.
And I didn't say anything. I knew where we were going, but I'm like, I'm not gonna ask him because he hates when I repeat.
No, I hate it.
And you turned in there anyway, so I was like, oh, thank God.
And immediately I felt the hand on my head just rubbing my
I'm
head.
like, thank you.
So we're driving back from the shoe place, and I already had this whole thing planned out. And then we're driving down the road, and I was like, all right, fucking pulled in at Chipotle. And I'm like, I'm not getting out the car. I gave you the card, and you went in there, and you got your food. Mm-hmm. And then as you left, and you're in there, she's like, and Samantha's like, can we have fast food too? I'm like, oh, fucking, here we go. I didn't plan on that part. I thought she was going to say, let's go home, have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, right.
And then
Come on.
we went to Cookout. She got her thing, and I got a little burger with no bun, obviously. And we went home. So I'm just happy you got your Chipotle. And I was like, I don't want to hear this shit for a while. And already, same day, you're saying I need
Listen,
more.
because these people coming down are gonna want to go to Cookout, which is like four stores away from Chipotle.
You can
So
jog
all
there
of
in
y'all-
like a minute.
Exactly. All y'all can sit there at Cookout. I'll walk up to Chipotle and get my rice bowl
Ugh.
and bring it back
carbs,
and eat
all
it.
the carbs.
I don't care. It's so freaking good. I can't eat enough of that stuff.
And today was a shitty day, and it's like I don't know how to entertain myself as an adult.
Yeah.
Like as an adult, what do you do? Doesn't life seem mundane and boring?
I had a couple podcasts to listen to.
Me too. Like I burned through all my shit. My personal favorite podcast of all time, the Dana Show. I burned through her, and I got nothing left now. But like, think about this, and like I'm gonna bring it back to being a kid again, because this is one of the topics that I wrote down before we did the show. Remember when you were a kid and you were bored? All you gotta do is just leave your house and get with another friend of yours, and another friend will come by, and before you know it, you're all playing a game in someone's backyard. And before you know it, it's like dark, like hours just pass by. You can start at 11 o'clock in the morning, and before you know it, it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, because you had no... you don't have to cook dinner. You don't have to,
But, like,
whatever.
not even that, though. Like what happened to the
go
hours
outside
when you were a
and play
kid?
with your friends.
I can't. I don't have friends. I don't want any. But, like, the thing is like...
I don't know.
As an adult, like, we have things that we didn't have back then. We have a car. We have money. Like, we can literally go and do whatever we want right now.
We have money, but we don't want to spend it.
Exactly. But, like, we could. Like,
so we're being responsible by staying in the house, because when we leave the house, the money gets spent. So, because really, what can you do
I don't know.
that doesn't cost money? And today was a rainy day, so I know people are probably like, well, you live right at the beach. It was a rainy day.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So we stayed home and played boring-ass games that we're both sick of.
Yeah.
And waited to open house.
Yeah, but
That's what we
hypothetically, though, like, we could literally do whatever we want right now. But we just sat around and did nothing all day long. But as a kid, you don't need any money. You can go out and just have fun all day long without any money in your pocket. And it's like your imagination.
Play with your friends.
Like, what the fuck, though, man? Like, we have shit we could be doing. Like, we can go to a movie. We can go... I don't know.
No, we can't. We have kids. The kids are not going to sit... Well, Jenna's not going to sit through a damn movie. And I've looked because... Listen, people. Kids go back to school next week. I've been looking. Like, please, Lord, put a freaking movie in the movie theater because they are not going to be home. And there's nothing.
Do you think it's because we're older that, like, we just don't... Like we put our own limits and blocks on ourselves that we just don't do the things we used to do anymore?
I don't know what you're talking about, because you're comparing it to as a kid when you're playing with friends. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get at.
Well, not just that. I mean, like... Not
You
just,
don't like
playing,
leaving the house, number one.
Like, not playing with friends, because, like, there's different age brackets and shit where you did different things. Like, I used to bring my toys over my friend's house when I was, like, 8 years old. But when I was in, like, middle school and high school, we'd always just get together and just hang out, just sit around and bullshit.
Yeah, but you don't like leaving the house.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
No, I'm just out here just thinking out loud now. Like, what the fuck happened? And now it's like, I don't know if we're the only adults that are like that, because, like, I complain.
No, I like leaving the house.
Well, I complain when I go to Lowe's supermarket down here, and they got that beer garden, or whatever the hell they call it.
Where people are sitting there just drinking.
And, like, they're drinking in the supermarket. You walk into the store, they're right next to the wine beer aisle, next to the deli.
Can we talk about that for a second? Have we talked about that before?
I've never but let's do it again.
I've never seen that before in my life. We come down here, and they build, like, a little small bar in a supermarket, and people go.
They go
people
and
sit
hang out
on bar stools in the middle of the supermarket and have beer.
They hang out.
What? And they're having conversations with each other. The bartender's like talking to them. Like, what the hell is going on?
They act like it's a real bar. It's not a real bar. It's freezing in there because you're next to the frozen beer and shit.
Yeah, a couple years ago, people that are coming down next week came down, and I don't know, like, the two of them went off, like, they went off and to do something to buy. I don't know what the fuck they went to buy.
I don't remember what they bought, but they bought something.
But he came back with, like, a big jug of, like, the specialty beer, and he's like, "Oh my, your supermarket has a bar in here." I'm like, yeah, like,
pathetic,
it's
isn't it?
fucking weird.
It's fucking pathetic.
It's the weirdest thing.
There was a stretch where I would have to go there every day to pick up something. I don't know why. Like, I had to put, like, eggs or bread or milk or some shit. I would have
Bread
to
and
pick up
dog
something.
food were the most, because now we stock up. We buy 3 or 4 loaves of bread at a time or whatever.
But at one point, it was every day I had to go there. And when I would walk into the store, I would always see the same guy, because I'm very, like, photogenic, I guess. Like I can see, well, photogenic is me getting pictured, but I'm talking about like photo memory or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Someone screaming it at me. This is the real fucking word, you idiot. I have a photogenic memory.
Photographic memory.
Thank you. You're the person screaming to call me an idiot. But anyway, I have a photographic memory. So anyway, I would walk in there and I would see the same guy every single day. And he would always be there at the bar looking around, like drinking around people and looking around trying to find someone to talk to. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking loser, man.
It's the weirdest thing.
He's the head
because
loser.
Even up north, right? They sell, I think they sold boxed wine.
Yep.
In the supermarkets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But down here, they have the...
No, not supermarkets. Because for you can only sell
liquor
beer
store?
at supermarkets up
Okay,
north.
so... All right,
Yeah.
well, down here, they sell... Like, they have a bar and then a whole aisle with all sorts of different beer.
Oh, craft
and then
beer, IPAs, and regular beer. And
all
generic, domestic, imported.
surrounding the bar
Yep.
is, like, all different bottles of wine.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's
All
like all
different
alcohol.
kinds.
And you have
I've
the
never
deli.
seen so many bottles of fucking wine.
Ridiculous amount.
It's fucking crazy, the alcohol that is down here in the supermarket.
Yeah. And
you could buy it on a Sunday. Doesn't matter.
How pathetic is it to sit at a bar in a supermarket and try to be the life of the party?
I would never. I would be so embarrassed. No.
Like seriously, if you're that much of an alcoholic that you can't get through a 20-minute shopping trip without having a fucking beer, then you need a fucking problem. Instead of having a bar, they need to have a goddamn therapist lounge there where you sit there and talk to a therapist in a supermarket.
I mean, this is a grocery market. People are shopping for food or whatever.
Yeah,
so
with kids. Like, who wants a bar next to, like, where you bring your kids to shop for food?
It's not a rowdy bar, okay?
No, it's not. But
I feel like we're not describing it right.
It probably can be. I mean, you're serving alcohol to the general public. Something bad could happen.
It's a literal bar, but it's like, there's no jukebox or anything freaking crazy going on.
They do have live music sometimes. They do. Like, they got people playing music. Yeah, I've been in there where they got someone with a guitar and they got and people throwing money in.
I don't fucking know. It's just the strangest thing. It's the strangest thing. And I do, like, do other places have that? I've never seen that before. Like, obviously you never saw it in Jersey. I never saw it in New York. This is like I don't know. It's just.
I think it's a really
weird.
douchey place. It's so douchey. Like, they've got like a couple tables set up.
Go to a fucking bar that's on the
go
street.
to a
what
real
are you doing?
bar. Why are you at a supermarket getting lit up and trying to hook up with other people and you got some dude playing guitar, like live guitar?
You're saying that. I've never seen anyone play music.
Well, I've been there a lot more because you tell me to pick up shit on the way home from work or whatever, and I do it. And sometimes it happens like once in a while where you got some dude screaming in the microphone with a guitar next to him, next to the bar, and these douchebags are all sitting around drinking beer at a supermarket. It's just the weirdest thing. So, like, someone's trying to order, like, their cold cuts next to...
Because it's right next to the
next to a
cold
bunch
cuts.
of drunks. It's just such a weird fucking...
I don't think
it's
people
so weird,
get drunk,
man.
though. I think they have, they have a couple of the flavored beers or whatever the hell they have back there. I don't even know what's on tap back there, but...
I don't... They got a lot.
I'm sure that they just have, like, a drink or two and then, I guess, shop and drive home after drinking. But you can say the same thing about people going to a bar. They drink and then they drive home.
A bar has a purpose. You go to a bar to have
drink.
the bar atmosphere, but this is a bar in a supermarket. Why is it there? It sticks out like a sore thumb.
I don't know.
It's such a horrible idea. And then you put live music there. So not only are you trying to shop for your bullshit, you got to hear some guy screaming into a microphone that bellows around the supermarket. And
I would love to know if
you're
other
drinking beer.
states do this because, I mean, this is new to us. I mean, we've been here for years.
I just think it's dumb.
I've never seen it before.
I think it's a fucking dumb idea. I don't get it. I don't like it. Because, if you really hate your family that much, where you can't be around them without having a beer at the fucking super... Oh my God, these idiots are shopping. I gotta have a fucking beer. Give me a growler. You know
what? What the fuck is a growler?
That's what they call them, the growlers, like the big mugs, the giant mugs that you pay for. That's what they bought when they came down last time. It's a souvenir with a beer in there. They call it a growler here. Mm-hmm. But still, why the fuck?
They sell T-shirts?
Yeah,
Can we talk about that?
Stupid ones with dumb shit written on them.
They sell, fucking...
I got clucked up or some shit.
Yeah, for because they're rotisserie chickens.
Yeah, they're no, their chicken is good here. I'm gonna give them credit. They got some good shit.
They sell... The supermarket sells fucking weird saying T-shirts for the stuff that they fucking sell. I don't know. It's so weird, this stupid fucking supermarket. Oh,
Well,
and I
soon
hate
enough,
it
they're
so
gonna have a
much.
sign out there that says, "I met my bride at the bar in the fucking Lowe's supermarket." Jesus Christ! Like, do you think any hookups ever occurred outside of that bar?
No, because I don't think. I think you're. I
you
understand what you're saying, but there's got to be a cutoff. There's got to be like maybe one drink per person or something. It's a
I don't
supermarket.
know. That
It's
one
not a-
douchebag is there every single night that I saw for a while. He was always there. He was always
know.
there. And he always had this dumb fucking douchebag look on his face. Like he's drinking the beer and scanning the aisles and shit. Like he fucking knows people there. Like, dude.
Well, maybe he's lonely. Maybe
Like, you're
he's
the most
home and
pathetic
he's
person I've
only-
ever seen in my life.
Maybe he's lonely.
He can go to a real bar and play pool.
No, I agree with that.
Do something. Like, don't be a... It's just... to me, it just brings a whole level of creep. Because, like, kids come in there. Kids come in there.
I know.
You don't have to be 21 to get in there and hang out. Like, you can go to the supermarket at 15 years old and go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And you're around a
the
bunch
thing
of
is,
drunk,
it's
grown
like,
people.
You come into the... We're spending way too much time on this, but you come into the door...
It's
And
boom, right
you
there.
got produce,
Right there.
and then you have wine, and you have to cut through the wine and pass the bar
Yeah.
to get to where we're going. So people sitting at that bar, like if there's more, like because sometimes there are 3 or 4 people,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay, I'm holding on to the kids because number one, please Jenna, don't touch a glass wine bottle.
Yeah.
Like I'm horrified. And then I had to make sure that no one's bumping into the guys at the bar because it's all men.
Yeah,
Sitting
always
there having a
lonely,
drink.
lonely, weird. Because like
Oh
you
my
have to
God.
be, you have to be a special level of weird, lonely to be sitting at a bar in a grocery store. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, what happens when you drink alcohol? Your inhibitions drop. You start doing things you normally wouldn't do. You're around people that you probably shouldn't be around. That don't want to be around alcoholics. Drinking beer at a fucking supermarket in the afternoon or nighttime,
I'm
whatever time you
shocked.
go there.
I am shocked that my dad and my stepmother don't sit there and drink.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they stop by there. It's just like they probably might have like 1 or 2 when they're there, and then bring the party home. I can't see them
They're
hanging out
famous
there.
for going to the bar.
Yeah, I can't
around
see
the
them
corner.
hanging out there, but I can see them having a couple and
I
then
just-
coming home.
I would
after
love
shopping.
to know though. I would love feedback on that. Like,
Yeah.
is this only here? Is it other states? Because seriously, I've never heard of this. Has it moved to New York? Are there bars in New York supermarkets now? Like, I would love to freaking know because I find it so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's switch the topic up here. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we are back again because we took a little quick break like we always do in the midway mark of the podcast. But before we move on to the next topic, do you have any closing thoughts about drinking beer at a bar in the supermarket?
Well, I'm just gonna say this because we were talking about it out on the porch or whatever. And I was like, why the hell didn't we say that? But
These are real
seeing
conversations.
like when we go in to a grocery store, and because it's right there, you cannot miss it. You see someone sitting at the bar, I immediately am like, what the hell are they doing? Right? But if you go into a regular bar down the street, because we don't live far from one,
Mm-hmm.
and people are drinking in there, you don't think anything of it because that's what you go there to do. It's I'm sorry, I just find it weird. I find it weird that
I
you
do
walk
too.
into the store and immediately you're seeing people sitting there drinking. And it's just, and I don't want to say judge. I don't really think I judge them, but I
you look
find
at
it
them-
weird.
You look
It's
at
like
them because-
what the hell are they doing?
Well, it's not the norm. Like, you walk into a supermarket and you expect to see people shopping. But then
Yeah.
you see people having beer and having a good time and
It's
raising
just,
up their
it's
mugs.
odd. It may be because we
Yeah.
are new to the South, and maybe that's a Southern thing. I don't know. Like, I really do not know. I don't know how.
Well, you do almost prejudge people because you see something random. I mean, like, that's like you go to a park and, like, you see people, like, shooting off fireworks at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's not something you're used to seeing. I mean, it's like you go to the beach, you see people playing volleyball. Like, those are things you expect to see. But if you went to a beach and saw, like, fucking... I can't even think of anything right now because, like, things just normally make sense in life. But when you go to the supermarket and you see people having beers at a bar getting served by a bartender, it's like, wait a second, this doesn't match up. It just doesn't make sense,
I don't know.
So
Well, that's
how
our
about this?
that's our 2 cents on that
How
subject. It's
how
so
about
odd.
this? How about this? Like, you go into a regular bar, you walk in, you sit down, you have
And
a
someone's
beer,
drinking a soda.
and then you look. No, not even that, because that's normal. But you look over to your left and you see, like, kids playing in a sandbox, It's like, wait,
Okay,
what
yeah,
the fuck?
no.
This doesn't make sense.
Okay, yeah, okay,
So,
there you go.
I mean, like, that's kind of what I feel like when I go to the supermarket and see
Like there's a
people
little
having
daycare
beer.
attached
it's
to it
just
or
like,
something.
wait, this what
it
thing
doesn't
doesn't
work.
belong with
It
the
doesn't.
other?
Yeah, it doesn't mix. Yeah, that's a good example.
I mean, like, it took a little while because I'm having a few brewskis to think of a good example for it. But yeah, I mean, like,
That's
it just
exactly
does.
what it is.
Yeah, it's just so strange.
Because you're
Like, you
going to get
stick
food
out.
and people are drinking.
You are
so
on display and you're right there in the middle.
I would be
of the
so
store.
embarrassed. Like seriously,
It is embarrassing.
if it was me, well, no, maybe not, because those type of people obviously they don't care because they're sitting there and they're
and
drinking.
they're having beer, and I guess your
But for
inhibitions
me-
go down. You stop caring anymore.
Me personally, I would feel like I was on display and like people were staring at me and like I don't know. I
Might
guess
as well
I'm just
put like a
weird.
playpen around them, you know, like
It's
put
odd.
like a net around the bar
Why put
because
a net? Put them in a glass room so everyone can watch.
exactly. Like don't tap the glass. The drunks will come and ask for money. Don't do it.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking strange, but anyway,
All
we
right,
just
we're
wanted
done
to
with
get
that
out there.
subject. Yeah, because we were talking about it on the porch, and I'm like,
Do you know how
what?
we got into this?
I have no idea. I
How
really
boring
don't.
our day was, and then
What did that have to do with drinking at a?
like everything else we
Grocery
talk
store.
about, nothing has to do with anything else. It just kind of goes in other directions.
Is that
So-
really how we got to that?
Yeah, because that was the last thing. And I have a notebook now, so I know this stuff is true.
We got two handy dandy notebooks.
Too handy. Well, this one has Jenna's name on it, so I need my own notebook. God damn it. Well, anyway, so this day was very boring, but we ended it off pretty good. We played Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which we've been playing for a long time in the beginning. We got it last October, I think, so it's almost
When it
been a
first came
year.
out, we had it.
Yeah. Day one, we had it. It was already
Pre-ordered.
prepaid and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the year pass. We got the whatever bonus deluxe edition or whatever. And we haven't played it in a while, actually. I haven't played it in probably about 6 months. So we've had it for about a year now. I played for about half a year.
I've played, but on and off.
Yeah.
Because our daughter, man, she loves certain things. With Black Ops 4, she loves the Arena 9. It's called.
It's because
and she
you
likes the
flipping out.
Tigers. I know because
of you
I
flipping out.
when the.
You freak out. You freak out.
I
You're so
do.
goddamn animated.
I know. And I'm like, oh my god. And she cracks the hell up. To the point where she starts looking up YouTube videos.
She watches YouTube. Jenna, what are you watching? Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies Monster Mode.
Oh my god. But yeah, so once in a while I'll put the Tigers on because it's she either wants to see that or she wants to see the Margwar in Black Ops 3. I don't even know what the hell the name of that damn map is. The free one.
Shadows of Evil.
Yeah. Oh, I love that map
Great
so
map.
much.
One of the best of all time.
But like finally today, like you were so bored and all the maps finally downloaded on your system.
I've only got a handful of games that are on the
Right.
system. I have that Days Gone game, which was fun. Great game. Loved the hell out of it. But when I beat it, I'm not going to go back and just do challenges. It's just not fun to me. I got wrestling, which is fun for like a half hour, and then I get bored of it.
Are you gonna get the new one?
Probably. I don't know.
You say it every time. You're like, yeah, I'm done. This is my last one.
But the thing is like when I do get it, I don't play them much. Like I haven't played this one much at all. Like I haven't played in like weeks.
You still have not made your own character.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. It's just
It's been years since you made your own character
Yeah.
with that, and you had
Really-
one that
really
looked
cool ones.
exactly like
cool
you.
songs. Did my
Yep.
mannerisms and shit. I had a great tattoos were
It
there
was
and everything
amazing,
was cool.
and you haven't done that in years.
Because like those games, they just don't hold my interest. A lot of them don't. You know what would hold my interest? In all honesty, a fucking Nintendo. I'm thinking we need to get like. I think that we're at the point now with video games where we
I
just
know,
don't
but I don't want
care.
to play by myself,
Well, I know.
and I don't want to play with split screen.
Well, there's one guy at work who brings his Switch into work, and I guess it's like a thing where it's like a handheld system that you can blast to the TV, and I think you can play with other people. Something like that I'd be cool with. And they do have DC Universe on there if we were to do that again. You have to start from scratch, but whatever. I just don't care about being top level anymore in that game. Just to have fun, I would do it. But they do have like games and shit, like Smash Brothers. I play Mario Kart.
I would
just wanna
love to play Mario games. I would
I
love
just
to
want
play
to play
them.
fun shit.
Nintendo, I call them baby games. I like the
Yeah.
cartoonish, like they're easy to me. They're fun. I have a good time playing them, but I want to play games that we can play together. and I don't want split screen.
Yeah.
I enjoy having my full screen.
I just want
thing.
something fun, and I'm so sick of playing.
And Nintendo
these.
is fun.
Very
Nintendo
fun.
is fun.
Like Elder Scrolls Online, it's like I just don't have fun.
Mm-hmm.
The game has so many things they do right. I don't want to bash it,
Yeah.
but they just do so many things wrong.
Because I would love to play another Zelda game.
Me
I would
too.
love to play another Mario game. Nintendo had so many good games
They
that
did. But
I
like
would
a
love
lot
to
of them are single
play them.
player. Like you can't
Well,
do
I know.
two-player Zelda.
That's
You can't do two-player. Well, Mario you can do two-player. They did like a multiplayer Mario game at one point.
Why
But-
can't someone be Mario and Luigi?
Yeah, they've done that. You can do Toad and Princess Peach and Luigi, and at the
But
same
it's
time.
got to be fucking split screen, and I hate
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know, man. Like they got to do something because like I'm so sick of these fucking PlayStation games. Like
There's the
people
only
take
system
it-
that does not do
People-
multiplayer the way I want it.
I think they might do it with this one for certain games. I'm not sure, but I'm just so fucking sick of these fucking like games like DC Universe. These people
But
in
you
there
had a
are
good
toxic
time.
as shit. They're toxic.
You had a good time playing Black Ops 4 today.
Yeah, I did. I really
Because
did.
it's been a long time.
It's been a long
So,
time, and we were playing Black Ops
And
3 a
holy
lot.
crap,
the same stage over and over again.
Those fucking zombies in
Yeah.
Black Ops 4 are so fucking quick.
I enjoy
Holy
it,
hell.
but like they make the game better because there's better features. You don't lose all your perks
Oh yeah,
if
you
you
got
die.
to supercharge and stuff
Supercharged, like they give you more ammunition. You know,
Yeah.
it's more fun. You can level up your weapons. And Black Ops 3, like you get whatever weapon you buy off the wall. You can upgrade it a little bit, but you pack a punch at once and you're done. You can get like the dead rod or whatever the hell it is, electric wall, thunderbolt or whatever the fuck it's called.
now. I like the fireworks one.
Yeah, but then fireworks, you can grab a gun from it. That's what, okay. So I just want to make sure you knew that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like I just don't really give a fuck about that game. But Call of Duty 4 does everything right as far as like adding new features to the game that makes it more user friendly.
So today was the first time you got to play Alpha Omega. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, that's Nuketown.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, it was fun. I wouldn't mind doing it. We have to figure out how to pause the game because that was our main problem when we were playing together. Because we always play together without other people because they ruin it.
Yeah.
So we used to play together, but we
This
could never
one
pause
doesn't
it.
matter. Like Black Ops 3, we couldn't play just ourselves because we figured out a way. You lose gobblegums. If you die,
You
everyone
crash
dies.
the game in that one and you don't lose them.
So, but if there's four people in there and both of us quit,
Yeah.
we keep our gobblegums, which was a big deal because we have good gobblegums.
We had, yeah.
Don't want to lose them. So, but Black Ops 4, that really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't mind just playing just me and you if we could figure out how to freaking pause the goddamn thing.
Exactly, and I just think it's going to take just looking it up tomorrow when we're not like screwing around with this and trying to drink and shit like that. So we'll figure it out. But I had fun today. I wouldn't mind doing it again because like next week, like I said, we are, like I am on vacation. So we'll probably have a couple of days to ourselves. Hopefully we get at least 2 days to ourselves. I don't want to do this shit every day. And that's the next thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, here we go.
No, not just that, but I mean, like we haven't really done any vacation planning or anything like that. Like we don't have a plan of what we're gonna do.
Well, because the thing is, we didn't have the best summer. Car got fucked up and had to be
Yeah.
fixed, and then there were right after that it was school shopping, and it was just like one thing after another, and it's just like we finally got caught up, but then we're still good,
We're so good. We just fell behind
but
a little
it's
bit.
just like. So we really don't want to spend money, and these people are coming down,
don't.
and it's just like,
Like we've done this shit before.
can we just do the beach? Do we have to do,
I don't mind doing a
the
nice
water park
grocery
and
trip,
all that
buying
shit.
like steak and shrimp and shit like that, and just have like a nice
Shrimp?
cookout session. No, like just having a nice cookout session. I don't mind
Well,
doing
if they
that.
want shrimp, they can buy them
Yeah,
themselves.
I'm just saying like a nice like maybe I'll get like the barbecue chicken. I'll make that on the grill one night for everybody, and just do that and do steak or something.
First of all, you're getting way ahead of yourself because who the fuck says I want all these people in this house?
Well, it's gonna happen at least once.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. That's 7 because they have 5 kids now. I can't. I
Yeah.
cannot. Dude,
I'm
no.
just saying like.
No, and they're my friends. They're my friends, and I'm just like, I don't. And the problem is, this is the problem.
The dogs.
The problem is me. I can't say no to people. I don't know how to say no.
Yeah.
I've always had this problem. Like, people walk all over me because I can't say no, and they know it. Like, my family, like, no, they always knew that I can't say no. So it's just like, and I'll be pissed off, and I'll just be like, oh, all right, and just agree to whatever it is.
So wait, how come when I ask for, like, anal...
No.
Or 69, you say no, immediately you say no. But these fucking people can, like, just ask you for favors that, like, I have to fucking back up. Yup, sure, yup. You want some money? Yup. Do you want to stay here? Yup.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, these assholes stay in our house for a week.
Okay, it was 1 week. And you had agreed, and I had asked you. And at that time, there was only 2 kids. Now they adopted 3. On top of that, so it's a little bit different now. We don't have the room, we don't have the space, so they're renting a thing, and I don't know, we'll see. But the problem that the reason why we're stressing out so much is because when they stayed here the last time, which was 2 years ago, they didn't make a move. Like, literally, they were in this house and on vacation, and they wouldn't leave to go and do whatever they wanted to do unless we moved, unless we left. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, we live down here. We can do this stuff whenever we want. Like, it doesn't matter.
We've done it multiple times.
We're not on vacation. Well, we're on vacation, but, like, we can do the wax museum. We can do the water park.
On my day off, we can do all this shit.
Whenever the hell we want and whenever we have the money. Mm-hmm. But when they were here, it was like they were sitting on the couch and they didn't know what to do. And they would suggest something, and if we said no, that's all right, then they would stay. And it was like, no, you're on vacation. Go. Have a good time. Like, it's not bothering us at all. You're on vacation. Leave the fucking house. Go have fun with your family.
I don't think they understand us.
It's like, we're giving... Basically, I felt like we were giving them somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, like, we're giving you free room and board. Just enjoy.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Just go out and actually be on vacation. Enjoy your thing. We don't have to be with you to do it. And that was the problem. So now, this time, they're going to be in their own beach house, and it's going to be nice. So,
it's gonna be awesome.
Hopefully, they wake up in the morning and just go off and do their own thing, and then maybe text during the day, and like, do you feel like doing this? Like, something like that. Like, but don't expect us to be there 24/7, because that's not going to happen.
No, I'm not going to wake up in the morning and drive to your location and just sit there and stare at the beach. No, that's not going to happen. Sure, we'll do the beach a couple of times, obviously, because, you know, it's vacation. But I'm not going to sit there and wake up on, like, a Monday morning, because, like, I do want to have days off from this shit. I'm not going to... Because my whole problem with vacation and just having guests in general is you have to be, quote-unquote, on the whole time. You have to be on. You have to be entertaining. And, like, you almost have to be a different person the whole time. Like, you have to be something else. Like,
when they're here, you have to entertain.
Yeah, entertaining. When they were sleeping here, like, you had to wear your bra the whole time, and
I hate that. I'm sorry. I
had to, like, wear my pants the whole time. Like, I can't just wake up.
You can't just wear your sweatpants and
look
like
I can't wear my sweatpants.
Around the house.
Yeah, like I had to wear, like, outside clothes inside the whole time. I'm like, I just don't want to.
You know, like, seriously, if I'm in my house, bras are fucking annoying. I don't like. They're fucking annoying.
I bet they are.
Especially down here in this fucking heat. If I'm in my house, I should be able to walk around without it if I don't want to wear it. But when you have company, it's like... And then, like, it was just... I don't know. The whole damn thing, I don't like...
Like, you get the whole anxiety thing, too, because, like, do we have to...
And, like, what are we going to do for dinner? And do we have to cook for them because they're staying in our house? And, like, I hated it.
So thank goodness we don't have to deal with that this time. So things are going to be easier this time, much more manageable, But so, like, I just don't want this to be expected to be, like, an everyday thing.
I got a bad feeling. And we'll keep this podcast going. We'll keep updating. But, like, this motherfucker
are they gonna
today.
Are they going to knock on our door at, like,
I don't
8
know.
in the morning and we're asleep? Or...
I don't think it'll be, like, 8 in the morning. Well,
I don't mind spending...
You'll be asleep. I'll be fucking wide awake because of school.
I don't mind spending the first couple of days with them. Like, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday doing it. But, like, Tuesday, I'm going to need a day break. I'm going to need a break. You know, like, hey, you guys, do something. Go out. Do something. Mm-hmm. Go walk around Broadway at the beach. We don't have to do that. You know, like, we don't want to do that.
We've been there several times. There's nothing there. We don't want to do it.
And I guarantee when we go there, it's going to feel like yesterday when we all did it a couple of years back. Because, like, I feel like it was just yesterday now.
We'll talk about... Okay. And then, listen... like, I understand we live in a tourist area, right?
Yep.
So people come down and leave us. They want to do the touristy things. That's great. I don't have a problem with that. But, like, when the last time they came down, we did Broadway at the beach, right? Which, if you don't live here, is a very big area with a ton of shops and a ton of restaurants, and then they got an aquarium and a dinosaur museum and like all sorts of Wonderworks, like all sorts of shit that you can do. It's a pretty cool place. So we did that, and then we did, what the hell was Myrtle Beach Boardwalk? What was that with the big ass Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Okay, so that place had a lot of shops again because it's a tourist area, and then a lot of Ripley's, Believe It or Not, and escape rooms and Ferris wheel and all sorts of shit. And it was like we did both those things, right? Walking around, all of us, and nothing happened. They didn't buy anything. They didn't go in any shops. It was just literally walking around. And I'm just like, we could do this on our own. Like, we're bringing you here, and you're not going to the shops, but you want to leave the house. But that's the thing. They want to leave the house, and then we bring them to the touristy type attraction places, but then they don't do anything.
They have a very weird relationship, too. Because I think she wanted to. But she always, like, kind of, like...
Very docile?
Very, like acquiesces a little bit. Like, okay, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Can I do this? Can the kids have this? It's all your decision. It's like a 1950s relationship where the man is in control of everything. Yeah. Whereas, like, if we go out and you're like, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever shuts everybody up, go ahead and do it. Yeah. You know, and like you guys pretty much walk out with whatever you want as long as I have it. Yeah. Good. I don't care. Just shut up. Just shut up.
It is a weird relationship.
But them, it's like you have to get approval for every little movement. Yeah. Well, let me go ask him. And I don't want to say their names. But let me go ask him. Okay, well then, if he says yes, they can do something. She couldn't even leave the house with you to walk around the block without permission.
I know.
I'm like, I don't think that's cool. Like, why did you need like?
No, I noticed that.
You're a grown person. Mm-hmm. To need permission to walk outside is just weird. Like, maybe tell someone where you're going because like that's just the responsibility. Like, hey, I'm gonna go take a walk with the kids today, or I'm gonna go take a walk with Nerdette. All right, fine. Go ahead. Whatever. It's like, why do you have to ask permission? Hey, can I do this? Like, no.
See, you're like, grown. You're getting into all that stuff. I'm just like, we brought them to all these places. They didn't do anything. It's weird. But walk. Like to me, it was a waste of time.
Well, to me, that's why they couldn't do it, is because of him. Did we ever tell the story?
I see that, but like, it's just like, and that's what I'm worried about this week. Like, are they seriously just going to sit in that beach house because we're not there 24/7? Like, I can't. I'm ready for this week to be over, and it hasn't even started. But I want to see them. Like, I'm torn. I want to see her. I'm like so excited. She's my friend.
And let's not say that every moment was bad when they were here.
No, we had a good time.
We had a couple of really good nights. Like, there was the Family Feud game, the card game. We had a great time doing that.
And at the beach was a good time, except for we got attacked by jellyfish one of the days. That was freaking horrific. It was so damn bad.
It was terrible bad.
Jenna was like, I don't like, and she has a high tolerance for pain. Mm-hmm. And here's another thing. I say she has a high tolerance for pain, but maybe she doesn't know how to react to pain sometimes.
Oh, no.
But, like, her back was, my God, like a jellyfish just wrapped around her. And I was just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, how horrible that was. But, go on. What were you saying?
No, I mean, like, we've had good times with them, like, but it's always interrupted by something. Like, when we went to the bar that one night, we had a good time, and all of a sudden, like, their kid was, like, crying because he heard a cricket or some shit in the backyard.
A cricket on the fucking porch.
And it's like, dude, can we have a good fucking time? Like, just be a fucking kid.
Because their kids are a little bit older. The girl's a teenager. I think the boy might be a teenager now.
Yeah, but, like, our daughter at the time was, like, 9, and she went out and killed the goddamn cricket.
No, she wasn't 9.
Didn't she?
Oh yeah, she was 9.
It was 2 years ago. Didn't she kill the cricket?
Yeah, she did.
But or like we told her to go out and kill the cricket. It's like, dude,
because we were excited. They were coming down with older kids, and we're like, holy hell, we can actually leave the house. And all we did was go around the corner to have a drink.
Yep, we're gonna go out and do something.
immediately, I think we were there 20 minutes and they got a phone call.
The little boy was freaking
I was
out.
just like, what the fuck,
and of
dude?
course, the mom was like, "Well, I have to go check on him." And it's like, "Well, you guys all have fun." And we went, and it was like, "Come on, man! Like, really, this is like the worst night ever."
And then what the hell else happened?
Buzzkills.
And then I'm sitting in the room and I'm trying to have a conversation with her, and he's standing. Her
there,
husband
like,
is standing
listening
in the hallway.
I'm sitting there
like,
at the chair, like I'm sitting there in the chair, you know, like watching TV. I look over to my right and I see him like standing in the doorway watching you guys talk, and it's like, dude,
I'm just like,
it's like,
couldn't even have a conversation.
Don't you understand? Like, the reason why you're here is because those two are friends. The reason why we're even talking is because those two are friends. Can you just fucking stop being a bitch? And like, you're not a part of this. This is their time, and we just happen to be a part of it. You know, just don't be a bitch.
I mean, I'm seriously excited that they're down here. I'm even more excited that they're not staying here. And
it's going to be completely different.
It's going to be interesting to see how many texts we get and how often they want to hang out. Like, I'm just curious as to how far this is going to go now that they're staying in a separate place. So, because it's the first time that's happening.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not every day. I'm hoping, like, they're here for what, 6 days? How long are they here for?
No, they're here
days?
for Friday to Friday.
Okay, so that's 6 days really, because the 7th day they're leaving. So what I'm thinking is, like, maybe 4 days we hang out and 2 days we have off, and they can do their own thing.
The thing is, we have
that'd be fine.
Dogs as an excuse.
Oh,
we have
God, yeah, we do.
Kids being in school as an excuse, so we had to get home to get them off the bus. We are up early in the morning. That's another excuse. Like, dude, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
Go do your own thing.
Yeah, we're up early. The kids, the dogs. I think this will be
I think we'll be okay.
I sure hope so, because I mean, like, the whole thing
we'll
is
come
like,
home early and we'll pop on a podcast because we're so pissed off. That's what will happen.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I really don't anticipate much like lag or delay with the episodes, as far as like, oh, we won't do one today because we're on vacation this week.
I don't think so. I think we'll figure it out.
Well, I do have one in the can, and that one will be posted. That's the Mary homeless, and she actually reached out to me today.
Yeah, wondering where the GoFundMe thing is, because you promised her, and it's been over a week.
Well, I mean, we did transition from having an iPad to the computer, so we're trying to get the file switched over and get everything posted. And I was like, you know what? This will happen, and like I said before, like, people that are listening are like, what GoFundMe? So it'll make more sense when the episode gets posted, once you hear the story of this homeless lady from California. So, I mean, it'll be out there. So, God damn, I'm all like fucking gassed up right now.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, I know.
The burger you ate?
No, it was a burger, a steak.
Oh,
those steaks. Oh, that thing was fucking amazing. But yeah, like that podcast we posted up during the break. Just so we don't have any like lulls or anything like that. I haven't done a solo podcast. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Who knows? We also have another podcast tomorrow.
We have an interview tomorrow night.
Yeah, we have our interview with Ray tomorrow. He'll be on, and we're going to be doing that tomorrow.
For some reason, why did we think it was today?
I don't know. He thought it was today too, yesterday when we were talking, but then today...
So there's 3 fucked up people that couldn't figure it out.
I mean, you got to figure, like, when you have random days off for work, your days just don't matter anymore. So we thought it was today. We thought today was Thursday, but it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's actually Thursday, so we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to record it. That'll be fun.
And we'll post that tomorrow night, right? Or we're not holding that, right?
Nah, we'll probably post it tomorrow night or Friday morning.
Okay.
It depends what time we finish, because we're going to get rolling. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to go for a long time, obviously.
I'm excited to talk to him, because he's the one that did the intro and all that stuff.
The one that you listened to earlier. It'll be fun, people. So yeah, like, we're going to have a good time with that. And
he does good voices.
Very good voices. So that's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So Friday, Friday's the first official night of vacation. They're going to be down here. I don't know what we're going to do that night. Maybe we'll record something. Maybe we won't. I mean, the thing is like, we've been putting out a lot of shit lately, more than we thought we were going to be doing throughout the week. So
are you sure?
Yeah,
because I know we've deleted a lot of shit too.
Yeah, we did a lot of hours the other day, but we put something out consistently almost every day this week, and I don't want to be an every night podcast. You know, I don't want to be an everyday thing. Well, I did my interview with Blondie and the other ones and the whole other shit. And it seems
that was days ago.
Yeah, but then we did one after that and another one. It's like, what the fuck? We're putting out way too much content. We're being way too frugal with our time.
People are listening and they're enjoying it.
They are listening, which is pretty damn cool. And we appreciate every single one of you guys, especially the 5-star comments on iTunes. We really like those. Mm-hmm. Admittedly, I don't really pay much attention to iTunes anymore, but you do. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much a social media person. You control all that shit.
I love reviews and feedback and all that stuff.
I don't really go on the Twitter much. I don't go on the Facebook much. I mean, like I'll go on Messenger when I talk to our
if
our
anyone
people.
wants to send a DM on the Twitter, like I'll get back to them. I literally got back to, I think, I don't have it pulled up. Sherry, right?
Like you got back pretty quick.
Immediately, as soon as it dinged, because I have notifications up. As soon as she said something, like I went and replied immediately. So
yeah.
You know,
I don't really care as much for the social media aspect because I'm not social, but I do talk to our close friends. I talk to them on the social media.
A lot.
In private messaging. Like I don't put it out there for everyone to see because you put them out there for everyone to see, it gets stolen.
Hey, listen, we'll be playing the game and he's not talking, and I'm saying something, he's not talking to me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, he starts talking. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? You know, so-and-so was talking to me on Messenger, and I'm like, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
You talk to them a lot, which is good. But it's just like, I don't get a heads up. So, like, I'm sitting there having a conversation, and I don't get a response.
So we got some good stuff coming up, though. There's a couple people I do have in mind. There's one really easy get that on Facebook that I can get. And she's a former wrestling announcer that I can get on there that I found. But yeah, man, like we got some shit down the pipeline. It's getting late tonight, so I think we should probably take a steak knife and stab it like you wanted to stab me earlier and put me to sleep.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man, like, do you have anything you want to leave us with tonight?
No, I think we're good because it is closing in on 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we covered up all our topics.
And
it's getting late.
Said,
Eastern time.
We said we weren't going to do a long podcast, and this still turned out to be an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, man, so.
Listen, I'm hoping this one doesn't have
this is
issues.
Mainly what we're doing. We're testing out the new configurations and stuff like that.
We tested it before we hit record, and everything was fine.
Oh, yeah, everything was great.
So, I swear to God, if there is...
Swear to who?
Shut up.
It's just a figure of speech.
I swear, if there's like feedback or static or something this time, I'm gonna flip out and I'm gonna start smashing some shit.
Say it again. Try it again. Smashing. Okay. Anyway, you can find us on Twitter at Voices of Misery. You can find us on Gmail at voicesofmiserypodcast at gmail.com. Facebook, Voices of Misery Podcast. Twitch, twitch.tv/Voices of Misery Podcast. tpublic.com/Voices of Misery. Buy some t-shirts. We're pretty much everywhere, man. Just fucking type in Voices of Misery on Gmail or Google, wherever the fuck you want to find us at, and you'll find all of our shit. We're everywhere, man. We're like the fucking bubonic plague back in the 1400s. We are everywhere. We are killing motherfuckers like the Clintons.
Don't say stuff like that. It is recorded.
We're killing people with laughter.
Thank you.
Not with bullets or
Jesus Christ.
them.
It's bad enough that if you turn up dead sometime, they're going to freaking nail me.
It'll be the Clintons.
It's going to be horrific.
I'm about to nail you in a minute once we fucking put this podcast up.
The podcast is over, and that's not happening.
All right, so who we pass it on to? All right, Ben. We're passing to Ben Hameen. Ben,
okay.
Take it, Ben.
Yes, it is I, Ben Hameen, commanding all of you to join the wrestling revolution, the underground of media, and follow our brothers at Voices of Misery on Twitter and subscribe to their podcast because they support hackerhameen.podbean.com and you will go support voicesofmisery.podbean.com because there is no more misery when you leave those FM marked channels and you join the media underground of Voices of Misery and hackerhameen.podbean.com. Rise and praise, YOLO!